Disclaimer, I do not dislike TVSins, and that is not a lie. So we're back to sending TVSins, and this time is for the Pokemon episode, Pokemon I Choose You, and I'd like to give a thanks and dedication to FlowerBoy16 for requesting this video. Enjoy the video, everyone.
I thought my first Poke Query would center around the inner workings of Poke culture, but it turns out I'm just confused about the cheek zigzag. Ash is 10, so facial hair is out. Is it a scar? Does Voldemort exist in this world? Are Pokeballs Horcruxes?
I think that's just supposed to be a character design on Ash, which you could say is just like this same design on Captain Haddock from Tintin.
Only a few months after Corona hit, and how f***ing terrifying is it to see people getting licked?
I can understand that feeling from the pandemic, but I don't think that all viewers have felt that way since the episode premiered back in 1997.
There's a rule that animators follow when it comes to crowds and stadium seating. The back two rows must evolve into generic game piece shapes. This animation rule is, in fact, the dumbest shit ever.
Agree to disagree, because it's harder to see the back from a front viewpoint like this, so that being there makes sense to me.
Now this giant Pokemon's on the attack! Oh, but Gengar jumps aside!
Does it though? Because it looked like the giant Pokemon just pushed him.
Yes, you literally showed Gengar jumping away.
Yes, I am Ash.
Ash Ketchum is a boy from Pallet Town.
Double narration.
It's actually triple narration. Ash, the narrator, and the narrator for the TV.
I'd like to introduce you to Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle.
Man, poor Squirtle. They were running out of name ideas when they coined his, I guess. He's the Launchpad McQuack of Pokemon, or the come and go of gas stations.
Well, like Bulbasaur and Charmander, Squirtle got its name based on its looks, as this Pokemon is a water type and looks like a turtle. And yeah, when the names are being translated for English speakers, their names are based on their looks to make them more relatable.
Those rubber gloves your mom packed will come in handy.
Oh yes, kids, please love this tiny adorable electric mouse who will shock the out of you if you possibly insult it.
Wait, so you guys know that Pikachu is a mouse? Then what was the point of Jeremy calling him a squirrel in the Cinnamon Detective Pikachu video?
Well, I like you a lot.
Oh yes, the old I like you so let me contain you in a ball against your will, and if you do not comply I'll tie you up and drag you down the street sign of affection. Classic.
Well, first of all, Ash didn't have much of a choice since Pikachu prevented himself from getting in the ball earlier. And secondly, Ash wants Pikachu to get in the ball since, as the Pokédex says, a Pokemon usually stays in the ball while being trained.
Pikachu, go get it.
What's the idea here? Force your Pokemon to attack the bird creature that is...
It is the gentlest and easiest to capture.
For what purpose? For sport? Is this fun? Why are we poking?
To test Ash's skills, because the Pokédex says in this scene that a Pidgey is a perfect target for a beginning Pokemon trainer to test out.
I've pledged to get all the Pokemon in the world.
I just want to know when Ash is going to an ENT doctor to help with his insanely small nasal passage. That cannot be healthy. I mean, how can he even breathe?
Again, it's part of his character design.
Enjoy your last moments of freedom, Pidgey.
Good lord, this is dark.
Well, that's pretty much what the Birdman said in his Detective Pikachu video.
To capture a Pokemon, you usually have your own Pokemon battle with the other.
Now he tells me.
We started this episode with an obsessed Ash watching Poke battles on his Poke TV in his Poke room with a Poke clock and Poke sheets. I don't believe for 1 second that he's clueless as to how this whole system of capturing creatures would work. I am confused as but he wouldn't be.
Well, that's because that's Ash's character arc here. He's learning how to be a Pokemon trainer.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, it wouldn't stay in the Pokeball, but I'm sure just throwing a shirt over it will work perfectly. Good thinking, Ash. Is this entire series just watching Ash stumble into greatness?
See the previous sin.
Pikachu, go inside the Pokeball. It's the only way.
It is not.
Exactly, since Pikachu himself proves Ash wrong, so how is this a sin? Also, a missed sin here is that this isn't Pikachu's Pokeball because it doesn't have the lightning symbol on it.
Pikachu's lightning column of death kills all the bad Burbamons and ends the storm. It also apparently chars this bike to ashes, but leaves Pikachu, Ash, and all surrounding foliage completely intact. I don't know what the f that means, but I'm sitting it.
Well, I can answer that with 2 words. Cartoon logic. Also, there is no E in the word lightning. And here's the result, everybody. The TVSins sin total was 114, and the sentence will be electrocuted. Thank you for watching, everybody, and have a nice day.